The UIM-ABP Aquabike World Championship is set for another thrilling year as the prestigious International Jet Ski Series embarks on its 31st season. As riders and fans prepare for the 2025 season, we'll look back at all the action from the World Circuit Tour, including Ski Division GP1, Ski Ladies GP1, Runabout GP1, and the Freestyle category, as well as the World Endurance Championship. The 2024 season kicked off with a bang in Quy Nhon City, Vietnam at the Grand Prix of Binh Dinh. In the inaugural event, the F1 H2O and Aquabike Championships combined forces and wowed crowds at the amazing Binh Dinh Festival in a 2-week-long event of aquatic motor racing. The series then moved on to the crystal clear waters of the Mediterranean with the Regione Sardegna Grand Prix of Italy. 2024 was the 4th year in a row that the championship circuit came to Sardinia, and Olbia did not disappoint with a record number of riders competing in the Grand Prix. The season wrapped up with a second visit to the pristine landscape of North Sumatra with the Grand Prix of Lake Toba, Indonesia. 3 days of the Endurance World Championship was followed by the final event of the World Circuit, where champions were crowned and history was made. In this program, we'll recap all the thrilling action from the 3 Grand Prix in the Ski GP and the Ski Ladies GP categories. The UIM-ABP Aquabike World Championship kicked off the 2024 season with the Grand Prix of Binh Dinh, Vietnam. Boasting pristine beaches with tranquil waters, Binh Dinh province prides itself on the firm steps it has taken to become the premier ecotourism destination of Southeast Asia. The 2-time world champion Mikkel Prix was back to defend his title after edging out Dane Oliver Koch Hansen in the Grand Prix of Lake Toba in Indonesia in 2023. Both the other 2 Prix brothers, Morgan and Jeremy, were also in attendance to support and rival their sibling Mikkel. The 32-year-old Austrian Kevin Ryder was also raring to go and hoping to add to his 3 world titles. After a year-long absence, Belgian Quentin Bosch is back and hoping to make a good start to this year's racing.
I mean, it's always difficult to say. We come out of a long winter, everybody's been working hard and you never know. But we finished last year with a bang, dominating the last 3 races with a very big lead. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. I have no clue. I just feel good, boats are good, and yeah, just ready to go.
Danish prodigy Oliver Koch Hansen is definitely a rider to watch out for, with a GP win under his belt in 2023 and an experienced mechanical team in his corner. The fiery youngster is always capable of turning in a good performance. Toshi Ohara, while new to the UIM Tour, has been a mainstay of aquabike racing in his homeland of Japan and is an exciting new prospect in this year's race. Now that qualification is settled, the riders are out on the water for the parade lap and ready for Moto 1 of the 2024 season. With Kevin Ryder in pole position and Quentin Bosch second, the Prix brothers, Jeremy, Mikkel, and Morgan take 3rd, 4th, and 5th respectively. And the lights are off and the race begins to roar of engines revving off. A great start by Quentin Bosch as he pushes hard right at the offset. Morgan Prix also has a great start and is neck and neck with the Belgian at the whole shot. And Quentin Bosch takes the whole shot just before Morgan. The aggressive start pays off and the 2 riders take the green and blue parallel sections respectively. Morgan and Kevin, still jostling for second, take the blue and green section through the parallel section, and it's very tight at the merge, but Kevin finally prevails and takes 2nd spot. As the laps run down, the white flag is waved and all eyes are on Quentin Bosch to see if he can hold on to first after such a long absence. And yes, he has done it. He took the whole shot and never looked back. Number 98, Quentin Bosch wins Moto 1 in style. The next day's racing started in the morning with men's Moto 2, with all riders eager to build on the previous day's results. As the engines rev up at their blocks, both Jeremy and Toshi jump the lights and are clearly ahead of the pack at the start. That surely has to earn them a stop-and-go penalty. And again, as in Moto 1, it's Quentin Bosch who takes that all-important hole shot with Morgan and Jeremy Prix in second and third. At the parallel section, Kevin seizes his opportunity and manages to pass Jeremy Prix at the end of the section to claim third place. And we see more out of Kevin on the very next lap. Coming out of the parallel, he again prevails and takes over Morgan Prix. What a performance! As the laps run down, it's another commanding victory from Quentin Bosch as he makes it 2 from 2 in Vietnam. Kevin Ryder in second, Morgan Prix in third, Oliver Koch-Hansen in fourth, and Jeremy Prix in fifth. The Ladies Grand Prix also saw a solid turnout of riders, with both newcomers and established competitors battling it out on Tai Nai Bay for the maiden event of the 2024 season. Defending champion and veteran racer Jessica Chavan was eager for the completion to get started as she looked to settle old scores with rival and former champion Jasmine Praus of Estonia. Estelle Prix joined her three brothers after a long absence from injury and was looking forward to adding new titles to her belt. With their last preparations done, the ladies are out on the water for the first moto of the 2024 season. As the lights go off, the defending champion Jessica Chavan gets off to a flying start. Leading the pack, Jessica has clear waters ahead as she exits the parallel section with Jasmine Praus in hot pursuit. And just behind, Jasmine comes out of the blue parallel section and passes the separator buoy to take the checkered flag and win Moto 1. After the parade lap, the riders are at the starting pontoon with engines ready to go, and they're off. Emanelli Ortendal makes a great start from the back lane, but Jessica Chavan matches the aggression and again is ahead of the group. With Jessica in first, Estelle Prix makes a move and overtakes Jasmine Praus before the hole shot to settle into second place. Jasmine sees a gap and passes Estelle for second, and Benedict does the same. As the laps run down, Jessica is once again triumphant in Moto 2. The final engagement for the ladies in Binh Dinh is next, with Moto 3 to see who would win the title. With everything set, the race is on, and Jessica Chavan again makes a great start. There's a three-way battle between Estelle Prix, Benedict Dragna, and Jasmine Praus. Jasmine is successful in taking second place, but Jessica is flawless and is in a clear lead as she takes the hole shot well ahead of the group. With Jessica in the lead, oh no, she has a crash in open water and cannot get back to her ski. What a spectacular turn of events for Jessica. She cannot continue the race and has to head for the pontoon. Utter heartbreak. The laps wind down for the final time for the ladies in Binh Dinh, and Jasmine Praus wins Moto 3 and the Grand Prix. Estelle Prix comes in second with Emanelli third, River Varner fourth, and Sophie Borgstrom in fifth.
The race was different. Jessica had a failure and I'm super sad and emotional for her because I know how much she pushes and I. So we always love a close battle, but right now it was only me left on the water.
The decider for the men's Grand Prix of Binh Dinh, Vietnam is now set. And the race is underway, and another great start from Bosch. Another battle is brewing between Jeremy Prix and Oliver Koch-Hansen, with the Dane using his lane advantage to overtake the Frenchman. But once again, Quentin Bosch takes the hole shot with Morgan Prix just edging past Oliver Koch-Hansen and into second. At the end of the second lap, Kevin has momentum and pushes hard coming out of the parallel section. Kevin is much faster through the parallel section and this time manages to pass Morgan to claim third place. Coming into the last lap, Bosch is still in the lead, but Koch-Hansen is in close pursuit. Can Quentin do it, or does Oliver have what it takes to ruin the triple? And Quentin Bosch comes in ahead of the pack, as he did in the other two races. He wins Moto 3 and the Grand Prix of Binh Dinh, Vietnam. As Bosch takes a victory lap with a checkered flag, Oliver Koch-Hansen comes in second, Kevin Ryder third, and brothers Jeremy and Morgan Prix fourth and fifth respectively.
That's what we did. We had another amazing hole shot. and kept it there from start to finish. Koch Hansen was there the whole way. I had to push really hard, which was a little bit out of my comfort zone. But yeah, still managed to keep him behind me, and extremely happy for me, my team, my family, my girlfriend, and everybody who's cheering me on at home.
Final results of the Grand Prix of Binh Dinh, Vietnam are Quinten Bosch as champion with Kevin Ryder second, Morgan Perret third, Oliver Koch Hansen fourth, and Jeremy Perret in fifth place. And that concludes the spectacular inaugural event in Quy Nhon in Binh Dinh Province, Vietnam. The second round of the 2024 UIM-ABP Aquabike Championship took place at the Regione Sardegna Grand Prix of Italy in Olbia. Located on the northeastern shores of the island of Sardinia, Olbia is known for its rich history, picturesque landscapes, and vibrant culture. In one of the most crowded fields ever to race, 39 riders from over 18 nations will take part in this year's Ski GP1 class in Olbia. Belgian ace Quinten Bosch comes to Italy having swept all three motos in Vietnam.
Came here to win, that's the truth. It's not always possible, you need to have luck on your side, and yeah, train hard, work hard. So the weekend hasn't started that good, with little problems on my boat, but still we managed to get pole position, so that's a good start for tomorrow, and yeah, hopefully we can bring it home.
Kevin Ryder sits in second place in the overall championship, but comes to Olbia with his backup ski. All three Perret brothers, along with sister Estelle, are present in Olbia and ready to race as they have done for years. Ski GP1 riders are all ready to get the first moto on the way in Olbia and head out for the parade lap with their flags. The lights are off and the race is on. Bosch has a great start, but both Jeremy Perret and Morgan Perret attack hard and take second and third spots before Kevin Ryder. Coming out of the blue section, Ryder edges out Perret and claims back third. Ryder now has momentum and only one lap later catches up with Morgan Perret. After another great parallel section, he moves into second position. Quinten Bosch picks up in Olbia where he left off in Quy Nhon City and wins another moto. Bosch in first, Kevin Ryder in second, Morgan and Jeremy Perret third and fourth respectively, and Valentin Dardia rounding out the top five. And the lights are off and the race begins. Quinten Bosch again flies off the pontoon with Toshio Hara also making a good start. Bosch takes the whole shot and leads the race, but there is a battle between Morgan Perret and Valentin Dardia for second place. Into lap 3, Ryder uses his momentum to pass Morgan Perret and move into second position. And in the 7th lap, O'Hara makes a stellar pass through the parallel section and passes both Perret brothers to claim third. As the laps run down, the order stays the same and Bosch wins Moto 2, with Kevin Ryder runner-up, Toshio Hara in third. Jeremy and Morgan take 4th and 5th respectively. Leading the pack after Vietnam and the name to look out for in Italy is Jasmine Ypres. The Estonian has a lot of pressure on her shoulders being at the top of the standings, but has proven herself over the years and stands as a clear favorite to take top spot on the podium. French rider Estelle Perret, the youngest of the Perret clan, is second in the overall standings after Vietnam and hopes to race well while still recovering from shoulder surgery she had over the winter. Defending world champion French sensation Jessica Chauvin couldn't finish her last moto in Vietnam and now sits in 5th position in the World Championship standings. Now we take you to Moto 1 of the Ski Ladies GP1 competition. The competitors are out on the water and ready for the parade lap. The lights are off and the race is on. Seems as though River Varner has made a jump start, but Jessica Chauvin makes an absolutely stellar move to take first position. But Chauvin comes out on top to take the whole shot with Drania second. And out of nowhere, Estelle Perret makes a great move and overtakes Drania and Ypres to take second. Chauvin is in first place, but the treacherous conditions catch her out and she loses control of her ski and has to slow down. And just like that, Estelle Perret is in first position. 2 laps later, Chauvin is caught out by the heavy chop and falls. She loses 2 positions to Ypres and Drania and ends up in 4th. As Moto 1 ends, it's Estelle Perret in first with Jasmine Prous second and Benedict Drania third. However, Ypraus and Dranje get penalized for dangerous driving and missing a buoy respectively and are pushed down in the order. And the race is on. Chavan makes a good start, but Yasmin Ypraus bolts through the lines and heads for the yellow buoy. At the end of the first lap, it's Chavan first, Perret second, and Ortendal third. Estelle Perret is leaving nothing on the table, but Jessica Chavan is too good today and keeps her lines tight. Moto 2 ends with a Jessica Chavan win, with Estelle Perret in second, Emanuele Ortendal in third, and Benedict Dranje in fourth. It's finally time for Ladies Moto 3 and the decider of who'll take the Grand Prix title in Olbia. And the race is on with a great start from Ypraus, who leads the pack with Dranje in second and Perret in third. But just before the whole shot, Chavan passes Perret into third. Moto 3 ends as it started with Yasmin Ypraus in first and Benedict Dranje in second, Jessica Chavan in third and Estelle Perret in fourth.
So it was hard, but I stay and the girls improve a lot. So I think in Indonesia it will be amazing races.
In the championship standings, Yasmin Ypraus has a single-point lead on Estelle Perret with 126 points. On to Moto 3, where the Grand Prix winner will be decided, and all eyes are on Quinten Bosch to see if he can make it 3 out of 3. And the race is on. Dardia and Farthing make contact off the pontoon, but manage to carry on. Bosch again makes a good start along with Morgan Perret. Once again, Bosch takes the whole shot and leads the race. Coming into the last laps, Ryder pushes hard to pass Jeremy Perret and almost loses control. But the persistent Austrian doesn't give up, and on the final lap, Ryder is finally rewarded for his 4th spot after passing Jeremy Perret out of the parallel section. The laps run down and Quinten Bosch wins Moto 3 and the Grand Prix title in style. The rest of the field comes in with Morgan Perret second, Toshi Ohara third, Kevin Ryder takes fourth, and Jeremy Perret is fifth. So Quinten Bosch takes the podium with a clean sweep and wins the Regione Sardegna Grand Prix of Italy with Kevin Ryder in second and Morgan Perret third.
Extremely happy for me and my team, and yeah, I mean, you know me, I'm not always that happy with myself. I think I have some more stuff to improve for the next round, but yeah, I mean, what can I say? It was just amazing.
That concludes another fantastic race in Olbia, Italy. Welcome to the final round of the UIM-ABP Aquabike World Championship 2024. The beautiful shores of Lake Toba played host to the UIM-ABP Aquabike World Championship in the 2024 season finale at the Grand Prix of Lake Toba, Indonesia. Set against the breathtaking backdrop of Lake Toba's serene waters and lush surroundings, the event is set as the ultimate stop on the championship calendar. In the Ski GP category, Quinten Bosch had a perfect season leading into Indonesia. With 6 wins out of 6 motos in Vietnam and Italy, the Belgian rider would have to slip up if any challenge was to be made on the championship.
Atmospheric pressure, you know, for every cubic feet there's only that much oxygen, so you lose a lot of power. And I think we don't have the most developed engine, but we had the best overall package. Everything was very, very fine-tuned.
Close behind Bosch was Austrian rider Kevin Ryderer. Kevin Ryderer was his usual positive self and ready to challenge for the championship. Sitting at 3rd place in the championship, Morgan Perret needed to keep up the pressure on the leaders and was happy with his setup after the free practice session. Now it's time for Moto 1, and as the riders come back after the parade lap, they line up according to qualification with Kevin Ryderer in pole position and Valentin Dardia in second. The lights go off and the race is on with an excellent start from Morgan and Jeremy, who both overtake Kevin from the offset. And it's Morgan Perret who takes the whole shot, second to brother Jeremy, with Kevin in 3rd place. Mikel moves into 4th and Dardia is in 5th. The riders are cautious as we come into the last lap. Will Morgan Perret be able to hold on to his lead and win the first moto of Lake Toba? and he holds on. Morgan Prix wins the first moto with Jeremy in second and Kevin in third. Valentin holds off Bosch to finish fourth. And the lights go off and the race is on. Both Kevin and Morgan make a good start, and Quinton finally seems to have his edge back. It's very close and Kevin takes the whole shot, but Morgan is right behind him and immediately attacks to claim first before the parallel track. After the end of the start lap, it's Kevin in the lead with Morgan second and Quinton third. Coming out of the course, Quinton has done it and moves into second place, but disaster for Morgan as his engine cuts out for a brief second, and that's enough for brother Jeremy to overtake him. Morgan is now fourth. On the final lap, Kevin has protected his lead and easily wins Moto 2. Great race from the Austrian rider. The rest of the field comes in with Quinton in second, and Jeremy in third, Morgan is fourth, and Valentin fifth. Only a single point separated the very top of the Ladies' Championship leaderboard. Jasmine Ypraus, with 126 points, knew she had to perform on all three motos to have a chance of declaring victory in 2024. But in a stunning turn of events, Estelle Poré, who was recovering from an Achilles heel surgery, pulled out of the race after initial test sessions before any racing got underway. Placed third in the championship, Jessica Chavannes had consistently good results throughout the year, but the 0 points from the third moto of Vietnam was having a disastrous consequence on her championship hopes. The ladies take to the water for their parade lap and then line up according to their qualification results. And right from the start, Jessica and Yasmin make a good start and are neck and neck. Jessica takes the whole shot by a clear margin, and she's followed by Benedict, who manages to outmaneuver Yasmin to claim second position before the parallel section. At the end of the parallel, Jessica protects her lead, but Yasmin takes much tighter turns than Benedict and claims back second position. What an end to Moto 1. Jessica gets the crucial 25 championship points. The riders rev up their engines, the lights go off, and the race starts. At the end of the first lap, Jessica keeps her lead, but just as in the first moto, Benedict Drania challenges Jasmine Ypraus for second, and at the parallel, moves into second place. Ypraus is now third. Into the fifth lap, positions are the same, but an unusual mistake from Jessica as she miscalculates a turn and runs over a buoy. She stays on her ski, but she must make sure it doesn't cost her any penalty points. As the laps wind down, Jessica has to take the black buoy to make sure she doesn't get a penalty, and that allows Yasmin to take first position with a few laps left until the checkered flag. Yasmin never looks back after taking the lead, with Jessica coming in second and Benedict third. Eminelli is fourth and Sophie fifth. It's finally time to find out the winners of the Ladies GP1 World Championship for 2024. And the race is on, with Jessica Chavannes storming into the lead and immediately asserting her dominance. At the end of the first lap, it's Jessica in the lead, with Yasmin in second, Benedict third, and Eminelli fourth. And finally, Jessica comes in first to win Moto 3 and claims the Lake Toba Grand Prix title. However, it's Yasmin who has more to celebrate. As she finishes second, she is now the 2024 World Champion. She has clinched her second title. The final moto results are Jessica Chavannes first, Jasmine Ypraus second, with Benedict Drania third, and Eminelli Ortendal fourth.
I tried to push her in every way. That's why in the final moto there was maybe some mistakes from my side, but I did my best as could. So I'm very happy with my driving, with Jessica's driving, and everything that we put for the show and for the people. And yeah, I'm happy to be a world champion again.
In the World Championship, Jasmine Ypraus climbs to the top of the podium with a well-earned 195 points. It would be a windy, rainy, and very wet moto to decide the world champion in Lake Toba. However, both riders and fans knew what was at stake and were not fazed by the less than ideal weather. The engines are revved and the lights go off for the final time for the Ski GP men, and riders accelerate down that straight. And Toshi Ohara makes an amazing start and hurtles down that water with Kevin close behind. And it's Kevin that takes the whole shot, with Jeremy Prix giving chase. Kevin is leading through the green track, but the real battle is taking place on the blue as Jeremy challenges and beats Quinten for second place. As the laps run down, Kevin crosses the line and takes the checkered flag to win Moto3 and the GP title in Indonesia. But there is still more to come from Quinten as he finally passes Jeremy to move up into second on the last corner. He crosses the line to become the 2024 World Champion and 14 points ahead of Kevin. Final Moto3 results are Kevin Ryder coming in first with Quinten Bosch second and Jeremy Prix third. In the championship standings, Quinten Bosch overcame engine troubles and won the title with 210 points, while Kevin Ryder is second on 196 points.
You know, I'm a perfectionist. I would have liked to win all races all year because that's never been done before. But yeah, I mean, sometimes luck is not on our side, and yeah, this weekend was just that weekend. But yeah, very happy that we managed to salvage points and get the title. It's been a tremendous work from the crew. And yeah, on to next year. I'm stoked.
As the riders took to the podium for their well-deserved trophies, organizers and dignitaries celebrated along with fans on another great season for the Aquabike World Championship. That concludes our coverage from Lake Toba, Indonesia. See you in 2025 for more adrenaline-filled racing.